Alrighty, folks, we'll be getting started in just a minute now. Alright. Alrighty, we're all set. Let's go ahead and get that disclaimer going there. So make sure to, this is the Nailing FX and Crypto session today. My name is Bojan Petreski. October 27, 2021. We'll be getting started with our session in just a few seconds here. Let everybody get settled in. Right? If this was a classroom, everybody would be settling in by now, right? Getting their laptops out, get their notebooks out, and all that fun stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with the agenda here. So what are we going to do? We're going to look at the current market environment. We're going to review any closed trades that we have. We're going to manage any open positions that we have. And then we're going to execute on new opportunities. Now, for this exact session today, we're only going to be looking for new opportunities. Mainly because I'm traveling and I don't have access to my other trades. But we're going to go ahead and see where we're going today, because there's a lot of movement, especially in the crypto market, that I want to explore and potentially get in on some both mainstream coins and some altcoins. So let's go ahead and get on it. All right, so this is the first thing that we got going here, which is the crypto. I'm sorry, in the FX majors. I'm just going to switch to our crypto space here. As you see, we're majorly red today for the day. Everything's just slipping on down, which is okay. It's not a bad thing at all, especially when you reach new all-time highs on Bitcoin. A retraction is almost immediate and expected. Now, how far that retraction is going to go, we don't really know. As you see here, Bitcoin is trading and holding that line around 59,000, and not just that, but it's actually made a new UFO down here on the 21-minute chart, and I believe the same thing is on the 55. Oh no, it was just a 21-minute. Okay, so just a 21-minute chart has made that UFO, which is it is really good, right? We need it's a nice round number, 59,000. If that holds, then this could be a launching point towards newer highs. If that doesn't hold, then we may be looking to go a little bit lower. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at some of these coins. What I typically like to do, as you see, for example, somehow still defying all odds. SHIB is just, testing that 05, and this is 1,000 SHIB, so this is really, 0005. Up here, it's up 20% for the day. Just, SHIB not giving a rat's ass about what's going on in the market. We got crypto that's down 20% that are real, actual, legitimate coins, and then we got meme coins that are just launching into the stratosphere somehow. Between retail investors and maybe some bigger money going in there too, just to kind of ride the wave with them. We're seeing it go up. ENJ, interestingly, is also, staying rather strong. I mean, it's up 8.7% for the day, $2, staying above $2. Lots of volatility, as you see. So let's go ahead and get these analyzed. I'm not going to, analyze SHIB just because, if you jumped on it early enough, great. If you want to still jump on it and try to ride it higher, go for it. But that's just not how we do things here. Let's go ahead and analyze ENJ because it's showing some extreme strength. It's up 8% when the majority of the crypto market is down. I mean, as you see, these are the only three green coins that are still that are actual, and then they're trading, and there's some volume behind them. So let's go ahead and analyze it. Now, as far as how we analyze these things, I'm going to start with the highest time frames first, just so we can see how we're looking, overall. All right, so this is the daily time frame on the engine coin, and the engine coin is currently on its 7th streak up, 7-day up. All right, we don't have an actual determination of how many, just because we just don't have enough data, which is why you see here it says standard deviation down or standard deviation up is 0. So currently it's on the 7th day that it's going up for, and it's going, it's ripping pretty nicely, right? Especially around that $2 area. Currently it's at 221, right? So this morning it dropped with Bitcoin, right? This is, we're talking 3:20 in the morning Eastern time. It dropped with Bitcoin all the way down, 11%, as you see right here. 11% drop, only to see, with the low of 173, only to see a massive rally breaking up through that all-time high before as well. Through this, actually I'm not sure if this is the all-time high for this. I think it is, but let me just double check. Yeah, I believe so. Oh no, engine's been up above $3, so it just broke this high here. Has not quite touched it just yet. If it closes here, that means it's gonna close above a previous high close, but not a high of here that we have, which is the 2.32. If it closes above 2.32 on this bearish of a day, that's a strong indicator. So let's go ahead and analyze this and see if we can get somewhere. So if this pulls back, and we do have a trade here, that's the reason why I'm spending some more time here. I mean, I already saw it as soon as I opened the chart. Current moving average is at $90.3, let's call it. That's within this massive UFO here that starts from 94 all the way down to 73, which for crypto is not bad, just because you can adjust how many coins you actually want to buy. The way we do this is we do it in the following way, right? We have an up climate, means we have a confirmed up climate, meaning we have a confirmation, we have permission to go ahead and go long. Now we're looking to see, where exactly do we go long, and where are our potential exits. So the entry point that we need to find here is by looking at this moving average, which is, as you see, $90.34, which is enveloped in here, right? This moving average at 90.34 is actually right here somewhere, which is within this UFO that starts from 94.90 to 173.04. So what does that mean? So that's our potential entry. So we're gonna go ahead and sorry, I just haven't alright, let's go ahead and connect to paper trading. Thought I was already, but doesn't matter. Alright, let's go ahead and set that trade up. I'm just gonna remove the list so we have some more real estate here on the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in an order price of $1.9490, which is the beginning of that UFO there. Alright, we're going to determine how much we want to risk by just putting in this risk. So I typically like to do 150. Now our stop loss is going to be at $73.04. Now I typically like to give it at least 20 cents, 10 cents on some more liquids coins. Engine is not bad at all, so you could do 10 cents as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and do so this would be 280 2806 is going to be let me just double check that. Sorry about that. So we're looking at 1.730 7304 minus 0.0002 0.20. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. And that's not good. That's gonna be a 20 cent. A 20 cent is gonna be what I meant is 1.7304 minus 0.0020. There we go. 72.84 is what I was going for. All right, 22.06. Okay, now the spread on this is pretty insignificant, so we should be okay just to leave it where it is. So we're buying 679 engine ENJ USD perpetual contract. Now full disclosure, right? You have leverage here is 1-to-1. There's a lot of platforms out there that will give you 20, 30, 40, 50x depending on the product. So this is going to be a 1-to-1, but of course if you want to go somewhere else, like for example Binance, if you're not in the US, or Binance.us, which I don't know if it trades this one, you'll be able to get a bit more leverage, and for a lot more of your bank, you'll get a lot more bang for your buck. So you'll be able to control a bigger position with less money. Okay, let's see here. So let's go ahead and buy that. That's our first leg of the trade. Now where's our final target here? Do we have anything up above? Does not look like we do. So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to buy 1.9490. Stop loss remains the same. Now for take profit, and we're going to adjust this before it runs away from us. 150. It's not what I really meant to do. Let me see. There we go. So it's going to let us move that. So I'm just going to move this profit target just to something that I know won't get accidentally hit. Okay then. 72.80. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and modify this order to I'm gonna put the target all the way up to something like $5, just to keep it out of the way, right? We're gonna leave it there, but we know we're not gonna take it there. We're just gonna trail stop it afterwards. So that's our first trade. That's the auto UFO there that we're taking it on. 94.90. 73.04 is the bottom of it. Our stop is just below. And this is a pretty large time frame trade, right? This is a daily with the 55 in it, so this is definitely a swing trade. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to take a quick screenshot of this and go from there. So we're risking $300 on this trade if we were taking it at a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So we're going to do ENJ USDT, and this is 2021 10/27, and this is on the daily. All right, that's good. Any questions so far? Any comments? Any issues that you guys see? Just feel free to type it in the chat. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and start looking for something else. We saw the winners of the day. Let's see the loser of the day and see if we can find something, right? So we're here. We have CTK down for 13% for the day. Look at that massive drop, right? From 2.3, looks like the top here, 2.301, all the way down to $1.97, all the way down to actually really $1.60. It has retracted quite a bit. I could only imagine that that's because of the dump with Bitcoin that we had overnight. Let's see how we're looking on. I just saw it here. I'll just type it here. BTC USDT perpetual. So yeah, there's Bitcoin, right? Looks like we are holding pretty strongly in this 59,000 range. If we're gonna hold here, that's great. That means we're gonna most likely rally from here. If we don't hold here, there's a good chance that we're gonna see a deeper retracement down to maybe some of these the 50,000 range or so. So we're gonna see how things are gonna pan out, but I just want to see what the picture of Bitcoin looks like. You know, this is the kind of the similar scenario, right? You see a deep sell-off here within, looks like within an hour here, right? Within a matter of 55 minutes, we went from a high of 60,700 to a low of 57,900. Okay, so that's a steep drop for an hour. Of course, if somebody caught the way down, I'm sure they're, you know, they're probably either out of at least one target, or at least they've taken some profit. So, all right, let's look at the CTK. On the daily, of course, it's going to be unconfirmed. We're looking for something shorter term to see if there's still some weakness in this market, to see if we can hop on. All right, nothing here. $9.81 is the moving average. Nothing, no UFO here. I was kind of hoping that maybe this area might give us an opportunity, but it's not. Moving on to the 21 minute with the 4-hour chart. Let's see how that's looking. Confirmed down climate as expected. Moving average is at $2.064. Okay, so that might be actually a trade there. So $2.06, so $2.06.5. We do have a UFO there, which starts at here, that $2.48. That would imply, you know, a strong push up to get to it, and then expecting a retracement down. So this is meeting the criteria, and this is extremely weak for the day, negative 13%. Right, that's you know, double-digit downward movement there. So let's go ahead and set this trade up. So we're going to be selling it at 2.048. Nice round number 2, right? $2. Our stop is going to be at 2.144, right? But we're going to add 20 to this, so this is going to be 64. And so that we're going to do the same thing here, 116. We're going to be risking $150. And I'm going to leave this for the month. That's the one thing I always forget about this stuff. We're going to go ahead and sell that. Stop is good. Sell it again. Our final target, as we see here, is $1.55. $5.25. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Dollar. Our entry point is, I'm sorry, it's actually 2.048. We said. Stop remains the same at 2.164. Now our final target is going to be 1.525. So that's a 4-to-1 plus a 1-to-1. So I'm looking pretty good. But I didn't adjust the risk. So let's go ahead and get that canceled. That's engine CTK. We're not gonna be taking a we're not gonna be taking a 1 share position, right? So let's go ahead and set that up again. So 2.048. We have take profit, stop loss 150 here. And there we are. All right, we're looking good. Trade is set up. Let's go ahead and take a quick screenshot of this as soon as that dissipates. So, you know, we're betting on the short side with this one, and we're betting on the long side on engine. So CTK USDT, and this is on the 4-hour. All right. Okay, so we got that one set up too. Let me know what you guys think. You're following along. All right. I'm just looking over here to make sure everything's looking good. Now on this session, I wanted to showcase something that we do have with Top, but unfortunately I don't have Top installed on my laptop. I'll make sure to get that installed. Actually, next week I'll be back home, so we'll be able to kind of play around with some stuff that I've been back testing on my own time with some Elliott wave extensions and potential price target, potential turning points. So it'll be pretty cool to show you some of that stuff next time we come together. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions on this, so it looks like we're looking good. Good. Okay, all right, good stuff. Let's realistically speaking, any one of these is a good choice. Let's go ahead and actually look at Ethereum, just because it's touching that 4,000 mark, negative 3% for the day. Obviously selling off similarly to Bitcoin and everything else. Consolidation right here in this same exact area as most other coins. And interestingly enough, obviously Bitcoin holding that $59,000 line, Ethereum holding this $4,000 line. Critical price levels, critical price points. Definitely something worth noting there. Again, Bitcoin is holding that 59, negative 2%. Ethereum is negative 3%, holding that 4,000 line. Ren is $1.06. Doge down 6% today. XRP down to $1.02 today, 7% down. These are just some of the bigger ones that are out there. ADA down to 98, and actually testing. Wow, ADA actually went all the way down to $1.78. So that was quite the sell-off on ADA. Interesting to see all this price action. So let's go ahead and go through analysis for ADA and see where we can go from here. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the larger picture, which is 55-minute and the daily. Alright, so as you see for the day, ADA has gone from a high of $2.16 to a low of $1.78. Alright, quite the big move down on ADA, negative 7% as of right now. Remember, it was down quite a bit more for the day, but it's pulled back quite substantially. I mean, ADA below $2 is always I would say a bargain, but let's see what we got here. So as far as the 55-minute with the daily, we don't have anything, right? We're seeing this kind of downward trekking movement here, but not a whole lot else to say. We have at $1.50 we have a potential buy on ADA, but nothing else from there. So let's take a look at ADA on the 4-hour and the 21-minute chart. Alright, let's see how we're looking. So we are in a confirmed down climate on ADA. $2.86 and 0867 is our moving average on the 4-hour chart. We are looking to short it because we have a confirmed down climate. The thing is, it's the fourth one down out of typically 5, so we have two 4-hour increments, where we have 8 hours in total to potentially look to short this. So if ADA kind of pops into this $2.08, $2.09 area, do we see it reaching this 213 in the moving average? Right, so if do we see it coming up to both of these UFOs on the 4-hour and on the 21-minute at 213.62? It is possible. I won't discard it as not possible. It's just, it really depends on the velocity of the movement, and what I mean by that is how long it takes it to get there. Right, if it shoots from now, immediately just somehow magically rallies into that area, then great, it's definitely gonna work. But if it does not, which is the most likely scenario, that it's going to just stair step and take the stairs down, not the elevator down. Take the stairs up. There's a good chance that the moving average is going to consolidate somewhere around the $2 area. So it's not going to be this $2.13, $2.15. So we're going to go ahead and skip on that. Let's see how it's looking on the hourly with the 8-minute. If we have anything closer, similar kind of scenario, we don't have anything closer. So as long as ADA breaks out of these, this kind of range down here, we should be looking pretty good. As you see, ADA is kind of in a from this here area more or less to about, it's in an upward triangle. It's just a matter of whether or not it's going to make it out. We're going to discard that one, but we're looking at something like this. As long as that keeps going up, an ascending triangle to give us a break up above. But if this breaks down below, we may see some more lower lows being made. And especially, being that this is the this is the current one here, and then of course this one here is that line in the sand, and of course our UFO from 9.55 to $1.90.18. All right, that's that for ADA. We don't have any trades. Looking pretty good though, to get some of these at a discounted price. Many of these are, as I said, solid coins that we should be looking at. So engine is coming pretty down pretty hard, which is, it's good for our trade, right? We want to get on board with this, but we also want to make sure that our trade remains intact. So on the daily, we are on the 7th day up. So, and I believe that's what engine was. It was on the daily. So, all right, Ethereum touching that 4,000 line again. Looks like it. So, as long as that holds, a lot of these are going to hold. If it doesn't, then we're going to be, looking to go a little bit lower. Same thing with Bitcoin. If we hold the 59,000 area here, we're going to be solid for the day. We may even see some reversal on some of these red numbers. If it doesn't, then this is most likely gonna shoot a little bit lower. All right, so we set up a couple of crypto trades. Let's go ahead and look into some Forex trades and see how we're looking on that spectrum of the realm. Let's go ahead and look at the USD yen, and of course we're always going to start with the daily and the 55-minute just to kind of get going. We have second day up out of typically 6. So we're looking at $113.72 for the moving average. Okay, and we got 113 right here is that low point, that low pivot point. Okay, so let's see how we can set something up here. So 113.719 being the moving average. 113.988 is the closest UFO for that, but nothing down below. Yeah, we're already trading. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, something's confusing me here. We're already trading below it, but we're looking for an up. We're in an up climate, but trading below the moving average. Nothing to do there. On the 4 hour, we're in a down climate, which is something we need to be looking for now. And 113.828 is right in the middle in this white space, so nothing to do there either. And let's go ahead and look at the hourly with the 8-minute. We're looking at a down climate. However, it is overextended. Skipping on to the next one. Okay, and that's the beauty of having a simple and straightforward trading plan, as you can just you know, keep going one at a time and get everything done. You know, let's see if we can find another trade. Now we're looking at the dollar franc. Excuse me for 1 second. Let me just get a cup of water. Rather, a sip of water. Okay. So on the Swiss franc, we have a confirmed down climate. This is the start of a down climate. The moving average is at 91,845, which is within multiple UFOs here. So this is most likely not going to work out for us. But let's take a look at the following time frame. Let's see if we can. Okay, there it is, 21. Let's go on the 4 hour. Same thing, confirmed down climate, 91,865. So that's above this UFO. Let's see, you know, what else we got here. Or maybe let's look at the daily. I thought this was the daily, but it's not. So let's look at the 55 minute. Let's see here on the daily, 92 even is the moving average. Oof, we do have a UFO at 92, but it's all the way up. Oh no, this is not gonna work. See, it's multiple UFOs overlapping each other, and that means our stop is most likely going to be somewhere, you know, up above here, 92.5. That's just a lot of risk to take on for a trade like that. Let's go ahead and look at the British pound and see how the British pound is looking. So we got a confirmed up climate on the daily. It is looking like it's overextended, so we're going to go ahead and switch to the 4 hour. 2 out of typically 6 on the confirmed down climate, and it's actually pushing a little bit up. 37,550, let's call it the moving average. 37,580. Okay, this could definitely work. All right, yep, this could definitely work. So let's go ahead and set it up on the GBP USD. I'm sorry, this is the 4 hour. We need to switch to the 21 minute here. Of course not. Yeah, so I got a little overly actually. Hold on, 37,550. So the 37.8 should it move up? Yes, this is still looking good. All right, so let's go ahead and set this trade up. So on the GBP USD, we're going to be selling. 1 second. $1.37821, which we're going to round up and just call it 783. Actually, I'm sorry, 782. We're going to round it down because we're shorting. Let's do a take profit, stop loss, $150 per leg. Our stop loss now is going to be up here at 1.38295, right? That's our stop loss. So we're going to be just rounding this up. So this is already 30, and we're also going to give it another 5 ticks. So this is going to be at 35. Okay, same thing here. We're going to do 53 pips. All right, and we're going to go ahead and leave this to, good for the month, just in case, so it doesn't time out on us. So there's that trade set up properly, and interestingly enough, it's also above a red UFO on the 4 hour time frame. So that's also a nice thing to see. So we're going to do the same thing here. So 1.37820 is our entry point. Let me just not do that. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Sell 1.3782. We're going to do take profit, stop loss. Stop loss remains the same. We're going to change this to 150 again. And now I'm just going to see where the first opposing UFO is, which is right there, 367726. So 1.3736726, and we're just going to round this up to 3. So that's a 2 to 1 plus the one we have from earlier, 1 to 1, so it's about a 1.5 to 1. Yeah. So basically risking $300 to make 450, more or less what it comes down to be. All right, and let's just double check everything's looking good. That's good. 350, that's good. All right, let's go ahead and sell that too. So there's that second leg. The take profit is that at that first opposing UFO, so that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and take this screenshot too. Save that. 21, 10, 27. This is GBP USD, and this is on the 4-hour. It's, you know, I started writing down what time frame I took it on because I closed the trade prematurely because I looked at it on a daily, right, bigger picture time frame and so on, and somehow, you know, this is actually looking pretty close. Current price at 37,482 and moving average at 37.55. Actually may have misjudged this trade a little bit. The reason why is, you know, price is already pushing up to the moving average, and the moving average is actually very close. This trade is actually, I should have seen this a little bit earlier, so mistakes can happen. That's nothing unusual. 37.55 is current moving average, 4 hour with the 21 minute. Yep, everything's good. Yep, I just for some reason was a little too optimistic that the moving average is gonna, you know, move up with price all the way up to here, but that's just not gonna be the case because price is just too close. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this trade out, and I'm gonna disregard this trade. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see how we're looking on this next one here. This is already trading above the moving average, unconfirmed climate, nothing to do there. Let's go ahead and look at the NZD. All right, confirmed. I'll start with the highest daily with 55. On the daily, we are on the 10th day up out of typically 6, so we're overly extended. And go 4 hour to 21 minute. First confirmed up climate, trading relatively close to the moving average here. Current price is at 71,750. Moving average at 71,630. Okay. Now 71.6 to 71. So if this were to drop down to 71.5, let's say, do we think that the moving average is going to meet with it at 71.5? I think it may be a very similar scenario to what we just experienced earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and skip on that. Okay, hourly and 8 minute. Confirmed up climate, third one out of typically 7, so we got plenty of time to let this run. Moving average at 71.6, and we have multitude of UFOs here. So 71.6.9, and moving average 71.6 even. So it's about here. Okay, one UFO's just gone. So 71.6 even. I'm just trying to determine because there's so many UFOs here. So there's this one up here, and then there's this one that starts at 71.56. This one ends there, so we don't really have one. If for some reason this keeps dropping like it is right now, we may see an opportunity present itself right here, 71.569. If it continues dropping at this rate. The thing is the stop is going to have to be all the way below 71.4. So I'm going to go ahead and skip on this too. It's just an excessive amount of risk to be taken for something that's actually pulling down pretty hard. All right, let's take a look at the daily on the Aussie. So we're looking at an overly extended climate. Right, let's go to the 4 hour and 21 minute. See how that's looking. All right, 75.100, 75.200, where current price is. Okay, so if it were to drop down to 75.02, do we see them meeting up again? This is another one of those where it's like just too close. Sometimes it's too far, sometimes it's too close, right? You can never kind of get a sweet spot. I want to make sure that the moving average is enveloped by the UFO, rather than just throwing trades on here and they're not the right ones. I'd rather make sure to throw the right trade on and it meets the criteria. This one is 75.104. It's got another 2.5 hours to update, so it's not like we'll know anytime soon, right? If we don't get filled and the moving average updates higher, this will definitely not work. So this could only work, I would say, in the maximum of this 2 hours and 50 minute span for this entry at 75.02 right here. Mainly because the moving average is just going to move and we're not going to be entering on the right track. All right, let's check the hourly with the 8 minute. So the hourly with the 8 minute is looking confirmed up 75.136, 75.168 to 136. So okay, so if we were to take it on this lower band here, 75.135. Okay, so this is actually a valid setup. So our stop will just have to be below this 74.9 area. Okay, and yeah, we can definitely set this up too. Okay, let's see how we're looking. And this will basically be the last setup of the day. We're going to be buying the Aussie dollar at 0.75133. No, doesn't we gotta have zero. 0.75133. We're gonna round it up to 75.13, or rather round it up as 75.14. Okay, take profit, stop loss 0.74944. Right, we round this down is 4, and then we take another 5 off, so that's 89. Okay, so 74.89. Yep, that's good. 25 to take that, and then 150 per leg for a month. Buy that. Alright, let's just make sure our stop is in the right place. Everything's good. Take profit and an opposing UFO. That's wonderful. Oh boy. Alright, this is gonna be a 1-to-1 trade, and I'm just not gonna take it. I just realized that this UFO is right there, so no. We're gonna go ahead and cancel that order. Alright, well, it is what it is. We did get a couple of trades in, right? In our order format here. We got 4 that are basically sent in. actually we got ENJ, the 2 legs of ENJ, the 2 legs of CTK, so that's all good so far. We did have a couple of trades that we saw on FX, but unfortunately, none of them were really, they looked attractive, but weren't quite going to meet the criteria. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good time with me, looking at crypto and Forex, and I hope to catch you soon. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.